What's up, everybody? Unsportsmanlike conduct, Gabb, Bree. Another week, more sports, more basketball. Finally, some more NFL, and a little bit of horse racing to cap off the weekend.
Yeah, a little bit of horse racing. Let's just start with how was your weekend? How was the Derby?
You know, it was great. It was a great time. It was a great experience. It was a little hot. It's been pretty cold here in Cleveland, Ohio, so it was nice to get some warm weather. But no, it was an overall pretty good time. Definitely something out of my comfort zone, out of my sports space with balls. This one didn't. We just had a couple horses out there, but no, it was cool. It was fun. Saw a lot of cool people. Had a mint julep. I will say,
wasn't good, was it?
Not really a fan.
Yeah,
it's like missing a flavor. Does that make sense? Have you had one?
I've had one before at like derby parties, like in college and stuff. When that was like the big thing to do, which a strange time. It's like I saw Kay post this, and this is 1,000% accurate. It's like a mojito, but with like bourbon.
It's a mojito that doesn't taste good. And I love mojitos. Mojitos are one of my favorite drinks. But
you can't put like the brown liquor in there. It messes everything up.
It needs some like lemon or some kind of fruity flavor to balance it out.
Yeah.
My Derby fit. Thanks, guys.
Your Derby, yeah. Okay, so shout out to you because the hat, perfect.
Listen, if you would have saw that hat in person though, that shit was dusty.
Was it?
It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't like the fancy ones that everybody else had. I got this on Amazon for $15.
I was gonna say
heating it up in my hotel room to like open it up. That's what it told me to do. It worked out, but
yeah. I mean, I didn't expect you to drop like $200 on a hat. So what you got was definitely within reason, but it worked.
And I styled myself, which I was proud of.
The blazer skirt fit was perfect. It wasn't like old, because I look at some of these Kentucky Derby outfits and I'm like, okay, you're 20 whatever years old.
Yeah,
why do you look like a grandma from the 80s?
Dress?
Yeah, right, exactly.
But
exactly.
Like, sure, that looks great. That looks great on a lot of people. That's just not for me.
Not my style.
I don't know. I feel like living where I do. So Cleveland is the Midwest, but it's not really like you think of like Chicago and you think of like all the other places. Like people don't really dress like that there, you know? We're just like chill, jeans, cute shirt, cute going outfits, not Lily Blitzer.
Not my thing.
But nothing wrong with that. Just not for me.
Yeah. Everybody's got their own, their own taste of clothing and stuff like that. It's not
That's what I went with, so.
But it worked. It worked. So shout out to you. Fit looked great. The whole event looked fun. Jack Harlow was personal space, so that's exciting.
Yeah, so he basically elbowed me in the face, but that's fine. It's like ASAP Rocky hitting that girl at the Met Gala. Yeah. It was kind of like that. Not as extreme. He didn't break my glasses like that, girls, but that was cool. Cool to see him. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Patrick Mahomes. I've seen Patrick Mahomes before. That's not like a crazy one, But it was weird. They shut down the whole like red carpet for him.
Really? For him he was doing the Riders Up thing, so I feel like he got like super special treatment.
Special treatment. Shout out to them though, because as soon as the Derby was over, I was looking at their Instagram stories. They got on a plane, went right to Miami. They were at F1 the next day.
Hey, when you got it,
when you got that money, I'm doing it too. So
when you got it, I don't really.
Jackson,
blame him.
Nowhere to be found. Don't worry, guys.
Shocker.
Yep,
Shocking,
not there.
Shocking. Jack Harlow is the handsome Squidward version of Little Dicky.
No. See, this is back to like, honestly, this is a good like topic to bring up because I feel like last year at this time we were saying like, who's the white man of the year this year? Because like each year someone
who did we say it was last year? Burrow.
Yeah, Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
And Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow. I mean, with the White Man Can't Jump remake coming out this year, like I personally don't think they needed to remake it, but like I understand.
Right. I mean, if he gets asked to do it, he's gonna do it. Duh.
Yeah. And it's, I don't know. He's got it like that.
Pete Davidson always in the running. Yeah, Pete Davidson is always in the running.
Pete Davidson, man.
Tyler Hero had his moment. Tyler Hero had his moment. He could be having a moment right now, but he broke his freaking hand. So
He looked like a middle school kid sitting like on the bench at recess yesterday during their game.
Like, you know who it could be? Not yet. I need some more like cool things from them, but if they get a finals, Austin Reeves. He doesn't have it though.
He doesn't have it. He doesn't have the kids. What are the kids saying? The Riz? Is that what it is?
Yeah, no Riz.
He doesn't have it.
Yeah.
He's cute little like farm boy.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have it like.
He doesn't have it yet.
Like Pete Davidson has it. You know. Not yet though. I mean, listen. Win a championship with the Lakers.
Who knows what can happen?
It's possible. It's certainly possible. But that, I guess, brings us into our NBA talk of the week. Where should we start? Do you want to just start with the Lakers? Because
let's start with the Lakers.
I have some thoughts about this series and the Warriors in particular that kind of back up my argument against the Celtics. It's like a whole mishmash of stuff. So, but starting out, the Los Angeles Lakers are doing the damn thing.
Yeah, they are. Yes, they are. I'm sorry. I'm like a little bit of a fan. I'm a fanboy.
I mean, I'm genuinely enjoying watching it because, again, Grizzlies, not my favorite. Warriors, for obvious reasons, don't really like them.
It's so like same. So
this
is an important point. Jordan Poole, I wouldn't say is a fraud. I wouldn't say he's a fraud. He had really good times. He's had really bad times. But I also do love that they overpaid him.
Oh my God, so bad.
Poole is not opening up for the summer, boys and girls.
We were literally just talking about it, and I said, I'm so glad it's not a team that I care about. They handed out that contract because I'd be so mad right now. So mad. But my point about the Warriors in this series that I want to make is I saw this stat floating around today about clutch shots in the playoffs. And this is the perfect timing for this to come on my timeline in my space because everybody is talking about Jason Tatum not taking that last shot at the end of overtime in Game 4. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that I can look at that situation and place blame and whatever. But like ultimately, Tatum's a superstar. He should be taking that last shot, even though I do think the best shot was kicking it out to Smart. They just didn't do it in time. They took too long.
No, I agree 100%.
What I want to say about that is how come people are shitting on Tatum, but Curry's out here 0 for 12 on clutch shots in the playoffs.
He has the rings.
I don't care if he's supposed to be the best shooter, the best this, the best that.
Maybe he doesn't need the clutch shots. They're already up. I don't know.
I don't want to hear about it then. I don't want to hear that he's so great. He's the best shooter we've ever seen. And then he's 0 for 12 in situations like that. Like, I mean, I'm not arguing that he's not the best shooter in the NBA and things like that, but like, that seems like something.
Okay, but what is the stat? It's like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
How many shots have they needed under 30 seconds to win a game? Like, I want to know.
12 apparently.
Well, like, I mean, how many? Like, I guess, but they. I do love LeBron #1.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
at the top.
My thing with that is just like I just don't. If we're going to talk about this guy the way we talk about this guy, we kind of need to, rag on him a little bit for the 0 for 12 because that's ridiculous in the playoffs when you do have all of these rings. And granted, like, yeah, maybe you haven't needed that out of him a lot, but 0 for is just wild to me.
Do you think it affects his all-time legacy in any way?
Probably not. No.
I don't think so either. But it's fun to talk about right now.
Yeah, it's great to talk about. It gives me something to get off Tatum's back. Let's see. Okay. So this comment is perfect, though. Tatum takes that shot, and the fans are bitching and moaning. Tatum passes it, and we're bitching and moaning. Like, I don't understand. I feel so bad for Jason Tatum because no matter what. And the same thing with Joe Mazzulla. It's just
I think it happens to everybody. If you want to be that guy, you got to be that guy.
Yeah. No. I agree. And I am more so on the side of I wish he had more urgency and just took it. But at the same time, like, no matter what he did, even if it was kicking it out to Smart, and Smart did get the shot off and make it, and they won, people would still shit on him and say, okay, well, you're supposed to be the guy. Why don't you shoot it? Instead of, hey, you made the right decision to win the game. Like, it's so stupid. Like,
well, the Sixers also had no reason with that. Should that game been that close? Like, what?
No,
they were up, what, 20 points?
Their largest lead
20?
was like 18, I think.
They had no business almost taking that game to overtime. It should have been done. So I don't.
Shout out to Al Horford, because he is a major reason why that game ended up in overtime, just absolutely shutting down the MVP in the fourth quarter. Absolute torture chamber, put clamps on his ass.
He blocked every single shot.
He looked like a spring chicken out there guarding Embiid. And then Tatum maybe didn't have the best first half scoring wise, but he still was facilitating. He still had a couple steals. Like, he did have a pretty decent first half. Granted, he only had 2 points. But that second half, he really, took over, stepped up, and everything. So the Celtics can do it. It's just a matter of, are they going to be able to stay out of their own way? Because they lollygagged up the court on that final possession. Shouldn't have happened. Maybe Missoula should have taken the timeout. I get that. Advance the ball. You get the better play design. I mean, I see that side of it, but also I agree with what he said about he didn't want to give the chance for the Sixers to get their better defenders on the court. I see both sides. But I'm not going to sit here and just like place all the blame on Missoula. Like, these guys are professional basketball players. They still need to have, or they should have, the sense of urgency to know, hey, final possession, we're only down by 1. Speed this up a little bit.
Let's make a shot here. Yeah.
Get this going.
Can I say one more thing about the Warriors?
Go right ahead.
Warriors-Lakers game really quick before we move on to the next one. Fuck that corgi. I'm sorry, guys. Fuck that little corgi. I'm sorry. And I love dogs. Dogs are great. And if that corgi wasn't bopping basketballs saying the Lakers were going to lose up 3-1, I would love him.
That corgi's been wrong plenty of times before, though. So
the Warriors are literally putting the fate of their fandom in a corgi shooting balls into baskets to win a series. And I'm going to tell you right now, if LeBron James loses when he's up 3-1, I'm not going to be able to make it.
I saw.
You guys won't hear from me for weeks. Like, I'm going to have to flee the country, shutting off all my social medias. I'm going to go in an Aaron Rodgers darkness retreat. I'll probably be on the beach,
a nice little 3-1 lead blowing therapy session.
God, I can't do it. I've already been through that. I don't want to ever go through that again. And especially LeBron. Oh my God.
Yeah. I saw a tweet today from like one of the little NBA Twitter boys that said, if LeBron blows a 3-1 lead to the Warriors, I'm literally going to kill myself. So things are not.
The corgi's coming with me. The corgi's coming. I'm not even kidding. I can't deal with the corgi.
Here we go.
It's everywhere.
The corgi picked the Leafs, so take it with a grain of salt. Like,
the corgi also picked TCU to beat Georgia.
How'd that go?
Really bad.
Like, how'd that work out? I have a feeling like they picked the Bruins to beat the Panthers too.
That corgi. So. I do like watching the corgi videos though.
Oh, they're cute. He's adorable as heck.
Gotta go.
I hate when it's my teams though. Like, he did one at the Bills-Pats playoff game, and it was just, he did like out of 3, it was Bills. And I was like, the hell?
Not even one?
Stupid little dog.
Like, not even one? Oh man,
nothing.
that corgi.
No.
No, but like, people are really, I wonder how many people are going to bet on the Warriors just because of that corgi.
Oh, a lot.
It's probably going to be a lot. And I'm going to go the other way. And if the Lakers win, I'm tweeting F that corgi with my winnings.
Listen, he's got to be able to take it. If he's going to sit out here and make picks, make predictions,
you got to take the heat.
He has to be able to take the heat. Exactly.
Yeah, so.
Exactly. So, I don't know. I think the Lakers can finish this off, though.
I hope so.
If not in 5 and 6 for sure.
Let me show you guys. This is what I want this to happen. Are you ready? This is what I need. LeBron front page with this. I got this in the mail this week. Can't wait to hang it up. But this is what we're gonna see. LeBron with his Larry O'Brien.
it's coming closer and closer. Like the chances that we get a Celtics Lakers finals, not only would it just be good for basketball itself, like it would be good for us, for you and me. We need it. We need it.
We need
like
something
for the content on.
I don't think I could handle it
on here. It would be an absolute nightmare, God. But we need it.
Yeah, we do. We do need it.
Just put that out in the universe. Just basketball gods. Like, let's just make it happen for the pod.
Just put the script in. Someone put the script in.
It. Like, oh man, I have some more thoughts about the Celtics, but I'm a little nervous.
We have we're 15 minutes, so we're probably like 25 minutes away from 10.
Yeah, the game itself probably won't start until like 4:45. But I do want to talk about the flopping aspect of this series and the offensive foul aspect of this series. And I would just like to try my best to be as objective as possible in this situation while also being correct, because I know I'm right. So,
oh my God.
I just know I am. As someone who loves the Boston Celtics, who loves this team, heart and soul, whose favorite player is Marcus Smart. I know he flops like crazy. I know that. I know he gets away with it a lot, but I also know it benefits him sometimes. And that's just the way the NBA is right now. So both things can be true. I also know that Joel Embiid, being 7 feet tall, 280 pounds, should not fall the way that he falls.
Hey, he's going through a lot right now. He's having back issues.
Like, I know the knee's probably a little weak right now. It's going to give a little bit. Like, been there. I get that, buddy. 1,000%. You don't fall that easily when you are that large of a human being. So, if we're going to sit here, and this is more so directed at Sixers fans just because I've seen this throughout this series, and I just want them to understand. If you're going to sit here, oh yeah, well,
see, because I don't really
Philly
see
fans, so
I don't really see that much. I saw some stuff when they were like debating about Jokic and Embiid, but like I was like, this is just a dumb topic to have right now. But that's about it. That's all I saw.
There was some lady who said that somebody needs to punch Marcus Smart in the throat. So, and then she blocked me when I told her to shut the hell up. So that's how that went.
It's usually
how I just want Sixers fans to understand that, like, you can't sit here and bitch about Marcus Smart flopping when you have James Harden and Joel Embiid on your I almost said football team, on your basketball team.
Well, NBA, everybody flops.
Oh, well, that's the thing. Everybody flops. And when you have two people on your team who do flop and benefit from it, more likely than not, you really don't have room to say
I wish I had someone on my basketball team that flopped. I mean, we have Donovan, I guess, but no one else is flopping around. Jared Allen's just falling to the ground and can't pick up a basketball.
That's just how the game is now. Like,
yeah, I want
wrong,
someone to.
Probably, but like that's how the game has evolved. It's not like the 80s and 90s where you could literally beat the shit out of somebody and that's it. Wipe your hands and go.
Well, I mean, you kind of can.
You can try. You can punch them in the nuts, apparently. Stomp on their faces.
You can shove an owner real quick.
But in that same vein of Sixers fans, I want to talk about Jason Tatum's push-off. Yes, it should have been called an offensive foul, but it wasn't. And the reason why it wasn't is because you let these superstars get away with it, and in the heat of the moment, when the game is coming down to the wire in situations like that, you're not going to get calls like that. Because if they let it go all game long and then all of a sudden they call it now, that's a shitstorm that the refs are already under.
Oh, yeah, and then it's even more drama than it started with.
Exactly. They're already under a lot of fire this season as it is because they're so sensitive. And, like, did you see
I feel like Philly fans are at their breaking point almost.
Sucks.
No, I think that they are. I mean, I don't think it's good or bad. I just think that they are. I mean, you lost in the Super Bowl. You lost in the World Series. Hey, who's to say what happens next?
I don't blame them.
So they're going through it, but at least they get there. Kind of sucks though on the way out.
I just need them to understand, like, James Harden does that every single possession and it doesn't get called. So like, yeah, I completely agree that it should have been called because he totally pushed off. Maxey probably could have sold it a little bit better, but he did. Like, it happened. Clear as day. Harden does it all the time and it doesn't get called. So shut up. Unless you want things to start getting called evenly both ways, stop talking.
I want to talk about this comment because I think it's funny. What the hell was up with Micah Parsons wearing a Sixers jersey? Guys, he wants to be an Eagle so bad. He wants to play for the Eagles so bad. Did you see him on draft night? Did you see that video of him on draft night? There was a video of him. I think it was like Bleacher Report. They were doing a live segment. And after they got Jalen Carter and they kept getting the rest of their picks, he was freaking out. He was like, no, this is so awful. I can't believe they're getting all these players. Like, how are they doing this? How are they getting away with this? And he's always tweeting stuff about them. He wants to be an Eagle so bad. He's jealous of them. I'd be jealous too.
Well, what
if
is
I was with the Cowboys? Sure, you're America's team, but like, what's that doing for you?
Please,
what's that doing? What's that doing for you though? Like, nothing. You're not winning. You're not winning games. You beat disheveled Tom Brady. Congrats. Sorry, that was a bit.
No,
much.
It's okay. You're right. It's fine.
The man.
If I honestly, if I was a Cowboys fan, I would look at that and be like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
like if I was like watching Tom Brady do stuff for like the Tampa Bay Lightning when he was with the Bucks, like made me actually sick to my stomach, and he wasn't even on the Pats anymore.
Yeah, but at least he's doing it for his team in City.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. So I couldn't imagine watching a guy who's on my team, who I love, currently on my team, supporting my rival city's basketball team.
Well, I mean, he has some picks with Luka courtside, sure.
Yeah,
but he's just moving on to the next because they're not there either.
I don't know. But they showed Devontae Smith too, and I would just like to remind everybody that he is a Celtics fan, which is a fun little thing about this series.
There's a player on the Browns that is a Heat fan.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Schwartz. You know Anthony Schwartz.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. He can't catch a ball to save his life.
Certainly can't.
No. So he tweeted, thanks, Cleveland. And it was like a picture of Kevin Love. And he shouldn't have done that one.
Well, that probably went over well.
Right. Out of all people to say that, he's probably last, like very bottom.
Oops. Well, like, sorry, but I can't defend that. I can't.
Right. I said, didn't really think about this one, did you?
No.
He probably did out of spite. I don't blame him because people are kind of really mean to him.
I mean,
but just don't say it. You don't need to say it.
It's like just to make things easier for yourself.
Yeah, it's already bad. It's already bad. So like, let's not. Mm-mm.
Ugh, poor guy. Anywho, what else? What else do we have going on in the association? We have owners getting shoved. Let's talk about that.
We have owners getting shoved. I think they're both dummies in that situation.
Absolutely.
Owner a dummy.
I completely agree.
JOKIC a dummy. Should he have touched him? No. Should he have touched the ball? What? No. But you don't need to really harden his chest. I respect the flop. 1,000%. That's a flop that I respect.
You got to set a good example for your players, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to do it every time. If I got shoved by an NBA player during a game, I'm falling to the ground. My leg might be broken. I'm causing a scene.
My question is, maybe this is just like me being annoying, but if I was an owner, I wouldn't want to sit courtside.
See, this is a question I was going to bring up in our TikTok segment. If you were an owner, would you rather sit courtside or would you rather sit in the owner's suite? And I think I'm going owner's suite.
Yeah. Give me a suite 10 times out of 10. You got your own personal bathroom. You got catering up there. It's nice. You got comfy seats. You got the perfect view of everything. You don't run the risk of getting shoved by a large European man.
No, you don't run that one. So
unless like you have a wrestler in your suite and you guys like come to blows, but like what are really the odds of that happening?
And like my other issue with it, I don't know. I feel like this. I don't think other people do. You're spending the money for the team, cool, sure, but you are a fan, but you don't need to act like a fanboy down there. You're running a business.
Right.
You're running a business, you know? You should be excited for your team. Yeah, 100%. But like, I don't know, just like let fans do the fanning and you can also cheer, but just
like there's just a level of like professionalism I feel like you need to have. Like the Celtics owner sits courtside, but I've never seen him like get involved in I mean, like maybe he's like stood up and yelled or something, but like that is as far as I think I've ever seen him go. Certainly not getting in a scrum.
Yeah.
Like inserting himself in a scrum right in front of him.
It couldn't have been anybody else, you know? Couldn't have been anybody else.
Okay, honestly and truly though, when I saw people saying that it was the Suns owner, I thought everybody was just messing around because I guess I've never seen what the new owner looks like. So I was like, oh, like, very funny, you guys. And then I realized, like, oh my God, it actually was.
That's like one time. This is different because it was Dan Gilbert's son. He was courtside, and Steph Curry hit him in the face with a mouth guard because he tossed it. So,
whoops.
But he was just chilling there. Steph Curry is the one that did it. So
yeah, and it was. I don't think it was like intentional.
Yeah,
like to chuck a mouth guard at somebody.
But it just happened to be him. So
yeah. Oh man. The National Basketball Association. What a time.
Devin Booker. I'm confused about the treatment that he's getting.
Okay. Continue.
I think Devin Booker is a really good basketball player. I think everybody should feel that way. Why are we acting like this is a big surprise that he's good at basketball?
I don't have an answer for that. But what I will say is I think his personality rubs people the wrong way. And that's kind of why, like, personally for me, I think he's wicked annoying. And I just think he's, like, kind of douchey and whatever.
Yeah, he is kind of a dick, yeah.
So, like, that, and it's not just him specific. Like, anybody across sports who comes off like that, like, I just not really.
He's playing with Chris Paul. He's picking up on some.
He's learning from the best.
Yeah.
So, like, that's, I'm not going to sit here and say he's not a good basketball player because that I would obviously be lying. But, like, I'm not going to actively root for him to do well. And I'm not going to necessarily enjoy, like, watching him go shot for shot with Jokic. I'm not going to say, oh, man, like, I hope Booker wins this fight. Like, like, when he said the other night, this, I think, is, like, the perfect culmination of everything I'm trying to say. When he said the other night, like, Jokic can go for 53 as many times as he wants, like, as long as we win.
Still won. Hey, I like that.
It's just the way he said it. It just made my skin crawl.
You know that he's like an avid shit talker, though.
Yeah, he is.
Like him and Luka, you know, all the beef that. I respect the shit talking when they're playing well. They are playing well.
Yeah.
But I just him and Anthony Davis, when they have a good game, everyone's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Anthony Davis should be scoring points like that every single night. So should Devin Booker. So why are we rewarding them for the bare minimum? I don't know.
I have nothing to say to that because you were 100% right. Like, why are we sitting here and still acting shocked that James Harden went off for 40 whatever points again? Like, this is what he should be doing.
It's so how we treat Jimmy Butler is different. Everyone's like, oh, it's Jimmy Butler. Like, he does this stuff. Those guys should be doing it too. They're supposed to be superstars.
Yes, exactly. I'm right there with you. I don't get it. The AD thing, like, I guess I can see it because of, like, his injury, nonstop injury issues. Okay.
The man's supposed to be the superstar. He's supposed to be taking over the team. LeBron's 38. You can't have a 38-year-old being the best one out there every single night. Man needs an ice bath every 5 minutes to make it.
Man. Did you see what he wore in his post-game presser last night? He literally looked like he was in pajamas.
LeBron? No, I didn't see.
They looked like actual silk pajamas.
They're probably really comfy.
I can't blame him. It was like 10:30 here. Mans was probably ready to go to bed.
Yeah, he was. He's having a time, though. That's all I got to say. And again, I've said this before. Where are all these LeBron fans coming from?
Certainly not here. I'll tell you that much. while I am having a fun time watching the Lakers do what they do, I don't like them. I really don't.
I mean, I don't like the Lakers, but I like LeBron, so I'd put that part to the side and root for him.
I can respect LeBron, of course. Just as much as I expect people who don't like Tom Brady to at least respect him. Yeah. Like, it's the same thing. And I'm trying really hard to.
He's just corny. He's a corny guy.
Put the hater aside and just watch. It's hard.
No, it is.
It's a lot harder than I thought it would be, because I've never actively like sought out to watch a game that LeBron is playing in that doesn't involve the Celtics, or it's not a game that I am excited for or care about. So doing this, I'm like, okay, LeBron, let's see what you can do.
And and now you're getting like weird. The very, very end of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a weird feeling for me, but it's been fun. Kind of.
You know who hasn't been fun also? I keep bringing back this series, but Klay Thompson, man.
It's annoying. Speaking of somebody who just gives off absolute douche vibes that I don't like.
He does.
I don't know what it is about him either. And I said this a couple of weeks ago because I saw the tweet and I thought it was perfect. Like, has he always been like an ass like that? Because
yeah, he has.
I feel like he's like been like a little quiet mouse for as long as I've been paying attention, but apparently I haven't been paying attention well enough.
And like, he's had a great career, but he's just, I don't know, a little dramatic sometimes. My favorite Klay Thompson moment of all time is when Richard Jefferson dunked on him on Christmas Day. So
I also can't look at him without seeing the Patrick Star meme. That literally, there's a clip of Patrick Star from fucking SpongeBob where he looks like Klay Thompson. He's got like the little sunglasses on and a goatee, and it looks just like him.
Poor Klay Thompson. He gets trolled from like his side profile looks like the PBS logo. He looks like the one PETA thing from Sausage Party movie. Everybody always says that one. I feel bad for him because he gets trolled for those a lot.
Oh my God. Hold on, I found it.
Oh, that's a good favorite Klay Thompson moment. I guess he got his feelings hurt. What?
Like, somebody actually made that to look like him, but it's so fun.
Dude, what is up with, like, have you ever seen the one of Larry Nance Jr.?
No.
You're going to have to look this up. I don't know if any of you guys saw this, but for some reason, I don't know why they made this. It's like an unreal video. Bleacher Report made a video. I think it's Bleacher Report. Made a video of Klay Thompson, Larry Nance Jr. dunking on someone, and he turns into fucking Patrick Star on the court. And I'm like, what is this video? It's the most outrageous video. If you search Larry Nance Jr., Patrick Star, it'll come up.
Oh, I got it right here. Let's see what this is. Oh, I think I have seen this before, actually.
And he was like, why did you guys do this to me? It's so funny. But I don't know why they did that.
What the hell?
And they keep like the Cavs shorts on him and everything, and he runs down the court. It's so scary.
All right. Wow. Only 4 minutes past 4:30 tip off.
Oh, wow. I should probably turn it on and ignore this loser baseball team that can't score more than one run.
Yeah, my mom just texted me and said the Red Sox are down to nothing.
It's not their day. We got basketball. So it's just not their day.
The Boston Red Sox, man.
Hey, they're good, right?
It's so annoying. It's so annoying that they're in the division that they're in, because if they were literally in any other division, they'd be in like first or second place, but they're in fourth. Still above the Yankees, though. A week after we celebrated, they're still in the basement, so that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait for that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's May. I'm not really going to go crazy about worrying about baseball until probably All-Star break. And then we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully we have more wins than the White Sox by this point. But the Cleveland Guardians, guys, I've never seen a more pitiful team in my life.
Ever? Not even the A's?
No, because I don't look at them. I don't watch them. We lost to them, so yeah. So
oh no.
this is what we'll do.
Okay, explain to me what's going on, because I see all of your tweets and stuff.
Ignore them, please. It's just like my guys, I have a baseball account where I am just openly, I just want those ideas out somewhere to talk about them. So I made it because if I put them on my regular Twitter, people would be like, are you okay? No, I'm not okay, guys. They're just not good right now. They're not very good. They can't
not hitting, pitching.
Pitching's okay. Like starting pitching is pretty decent. That's probably one of our best things. Because we will lose a game and it'll be 2-0. Or it'll be like 2-1 or like 3-0. They don't score a lot of runs.
Okay.
Unless our bullpen comes in and James Karinchak goes out there and gives up a bomb. So
we don't like him. I know that much.
Put him in. Let's not put him in the games in high leverage situations. Let's wait till we're up like 5-0.
Sure.
Try that one. So they're just not good. They can't hit the ball. We make a bunch of errors. They're not trying anything new. They just keep playing the same people over and over again that aren't doing anything. It's just kind of annoying. We're calling up guys, but we're not playing them.
Yep.
So why are you calling them up? You're just like wasting them. They're not getting at bats. If you want them to be consistent, just leave them in AAA. Because they're wasting away on the bench. Man, that's all I got for them. I have nothing right now. It's just so bad.
This is a fun question to get our minds off of bad baseball. Are we going anywhere for Memorial Day weekend? Are you doing anything for Memorial Day?
No, I'm going to probably sit by the lake for a little bit, drink an Aperol Spritz, and take a nap. And that sounds like a day.
You want to come out here for the weekend? We're house sitting at a friend's house and they have a pool. So,
yeah, I'll pack my bags.
Just come for the weekend.
Pack my bags.
It's going to be nice and warm, like 80 something. It's been 80.
Yeah, I'll get the bags packed and I'm ready to go. Cool.
Maybe we can catch a Dodger game or something. That'd be fun.
I am going to a Guardians game this weekend, and not because I want to watch them. It's because I want to watch Shohei Ohtani. So. Yeah.
Should be good. Should be fun. He's very fun. The Red Sox are playing out here not next week, the following, I believe. They're playing in San Diego too. I'm going to try to get down there for that, but that's not looking as likely. But I want to go to every game of the Anaheim series.
Yeah, as you should.
Possible, because it's just so fun. Shohei's just must-see TV. And if you can get there in person.
I want to say something about the Red Sox that I didn't really realize. So Devers, I have something to say about him. Now, when I say this, I don't mean this as like I'm attracted to this man. This is not the way I'm saying it. He's just like a cute guy. He's just a little
so cute. He is. He reminds me of Franklin the Turtle. Like he's just little, like cute little chubby cheeks, and just his facial expressions are hysterical.
And he just looks happy to be there.
Just the happiest boy.
Can't say the same over there.
He is, yeah, I love him to death. I love him so much. I'm glad that if anybody signed an extension on this team and they finally paid somebody, it was him, because I would have been devastated if him and Bogarts both left.
That would have been.
Let me answer this question though. Bree, is the NHL lottery rigged? So last night the NHL had their draft lottery, same basis as the NBA. Really crappy teams all get ping pong balls pulled, whatever. And the prize for whoever ended up with the first pick is Connor Bedard, who is supposed to be like the next coming of freaking Wayne Gretzky. Like this kid has so much hype surrounding him for only 17 years old. It's crazy. I think it might be just a little overblown, but he's very, very, very good. I just don't like putting all that pressure on like the young guys like that. But
so
whatever.
The question is, they rigged it against my fake NHL.
So I didn't watch it because the Bruins weren't involved, so I don't care. But apparently they announced the third pick before the ball was drawn. And I don't know how that happens. Like, I don't know how you do that and then expect people to not sit here and say, yes, like this obviously is rigged. And then the team that ended up with the first pick is the Chicago Blackhawks. And if you've been following hockey over the last couple of seasons, the Chicago Blackhawks suck.
Bad.
In more ways than one.
Right.
Like bad on the ice, and just bad in general, covering up sexual abuse and things like that for years and years and years, like 10 years worth of abuse covered up. Horrible. The fact that they are able to have not only a first round pick, but the number 1 overall pick, despite all of that, is so bad. And it sucks for the people like me who try to say, oh, that culture of the NHL is changing. It's for the better. Things are finally starting to get better. And then this happens. And you're like, oh, okay, I'm trying to defend you here when you really aren't giving me much to work with as it is. And then this. And there was a tweet, I should have clipped it for this to pull it up, but there was a tweet that brought up other incidents in the NHL. One was like a contract that was legal at the time, technically illegal now. They got picks taken away. Pre-draft visits that weren't sanctioned, they got picks taken away. But covering up sexual assault for years and years. We're not going to
usually how it goes, blind eye to that, just like any other league. I mean, so
it's just really annoying. Like I said, you try to take the little scraps that they give you about how the culture of hockey is changing and it's becoming more modern and accepted and right. And then this happens. So, but I mean, the Blackhawks, sold over like $3 million worth of season tickets. So that's cool.
Wow, congrats, guys.
So annoying. But yeah, pretty weird that all of that happened last night. Like I don't think it's rigged, but like
just a little sus.
Come on. Yeah. It's
like don't make it look like that. Yeah.
I just don't get it.
One more NBA thing I have, and then we can completely stop talking about NBA.
Okay.
What is up with Giannis? That's the question everybody wants to know. He unfollowed everybody on Twitter.
Super diva.
He's acting a bit dramatic.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now, again, I'm a big Giannis fan on the court. I think he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Probably the best player in the NBA right now. But he needs to be better. He had to be better, and he didn't. It was his fault. And again, back to the reporter. Your season was a failure. You guys didn't win. You were the number 1 seed. You lost to the Heat.
What I want to know.
Well on their way to the next round.
What does he feel disrespected about?
No one disrespects you. Everyone praises you. Everyone thinks that you are a great player. You didn't win MVP. Okay. Try a little harder next year.
I feel like I'm the only one in the world. The only one in the world that like has ever disrespected him. Everybody else just like sings his praises 24/7. I don't understand what he could be complaining about. Like that tweet today. What are you talking about? I'm tired of the disrespect.
No one's disrespecting you.
No one is doing that.
Are you mad that your coach got fired?
Your season doesn't start for another 6 months anyway. So what are you talking about?
Where's he going to go?
Where are you coming to? You going to come to Boston to watch a game? That's cool. Be my guest. I'm sure they could hook you up with like a nice little seating arrangement. But what are you talking about?
He's got Golden State written all over it.
Oh my God. Oh, I can't believe I'm going to say this.
Giannis Villanera.
I think I might actually say it. I would hate him more than I hated KD for making that move.
Yeah, I would too. Because I feel like right now everybody's kind of even. Does that make sense? I think just everybody, like the teams that are good, all have really, really good players. It's not like everybody's stacked onto one.
That would be the definition of ring chasing. Like KD did it, yeah, but like what was really going to happen in OKC after, the band of brothers kind of fell apart?
Mm-hmm.
This, like, the Bucks team still isn't bad. Like, yeah, they underachieved in the playoffs, but like they're still a good team. And maybe all they needed was a culture change with the head coach. Like Mike Budenholzer, whatever. Like I feel like last year they should have made this move. Personally.
Yeah, but it's always the coach,
Like I just don't understand what he could possibly be feel disrespected about. Like was he not named on like an all NBA, all defense team? Like, I don't understand what his problem is.
Like, the only disrespect that there was how you and your team played. So
it was disrespectful to me for having to watch it. So
pretty bad, yeah.
Like, if we want to talk disrespect, like, we can have a conversation. But other than that, like, I can't sympathize. I truly can't. I don't know what his issue is. But that's it for basketball. We need to have a hockey discussion real quick. And this hurts me to say, but it needs to be said. We need to have a serious conversation about the Florida Panthers. And I've come, like I said last week, I feel better about it this week. Not better, but I'm less upset. I've come to terms with the series loss to them. Because watching them absolutely dismantle the Toronto Maple Leafs has been truly so, so good for my soul.
Yeah, the videos now are really funny.
So good. And now that they have them on the brink of being swept, I feel not okay about the fact that they beat the Bruins, but like I'm finding peace in it.
Yeah, it's giving me like Knicks fan vibes. No offense to Knicks fans. But like the celebrating.
Yeah.
And now what it's turned into.
I don't like the Toronto Maple Leafs. So this is about as perfect of a scenario as I could have asked for, given the fact that my favorite hockey team just got absolutely embarrassed in the first round. But this is what happens when you have a team who last season, just like the Bruins, won the President's Trophy, bounced in the first round. Like, they got embarrassed. Come into it this year with the lowest odds to win the Stanley Cup at the start of the postseason. The lowest out of all, 16 teams, however many it is. And that is what a nice underdog mentality plus a side of momentum can do for you. Like, they completely embraced the underdog role against the Bruins. They knew that nobody was going to pick them to win. And they weren't wrong for thinking that, because most of the money was on the Bruins, and as it should have been. Right, nobody anticipated them to collapse.
Best record ever.
Like, makes sense.
Right.
But they really held on to the fact that nobody thinks that we can do this. Fuck them. We're going to show them. And they have just absolutely embodied that and rode that into now being up 3-0 against the team that, after the Bruins got bounced, had the best odds to win the Stanley Cup. And I know it's the Toronto Maple Leafs, and that may sound comical to you because they haven't won a Stanley Cup since 1967 or something like that. And it should be comical because, yeah, funny stuff. But it was true. After the Bruins got kicked out, everybody looked at Toronto and said, okay, best chance to win the cup, most talented team, blah, 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 whatever. They're about to get swept. Like, Wednesday night could be their last game of the 2022-2023 hockey season.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
So I'm not okay with my state of hockey right now, but I feel a little bit better knowing that the team that kicked the shit out of my team is doing that to the team that I absolutely cannot stand, relish every ounce of failure that they ever have. And they're just
this
at the right time.
At least you went 7.
Yeah. I mean, embarrassing nonetheless. But yeah, at least they put up some semblance of a fight. Maybe if it didn't even seem like that at the end. But like, a Leafs sweep would be chicken soup for the soul. Exactly. Like, it just would be like, it would just make me feel a little bit better. It would light a little bit of a fire in my heart, warm it up a little bit. So let's see. Like, I'm dangerously close to saying, let's go Panthers, just because I can't. That team does not deserve an ounce, nor their fans, an ounce of happiness. And if I can provide that for them, if I can contribute in some way by just rooting for the team they're playing against, I'm going to do it. I hate them. It's like how you feel about like the Bengals or the Steelers.
Or how I feel right now, because remember I just said 5 minutes ago, why are we still putting James Karinchak in high leverage situations?
No.
We're up 1-0. He's out there. I don't have any other words.
I'm sorry.
He's gonna walk this first. I'm done. I can't say anything else.
So
I'll get so pissed off, guys. I can't do it.
Do you remember how last week I said that the Toronto Maple Leafs fans are the equivalent to Yankees fans?
Yes.
Look at this comment. It won't change the fact that the Maple Leafs have 2 times the Stanley Cup trophies as the Boston Bruins. You haven't done anything since my dad was born. Since he was born. I don't care. I don't give a single shit. Yeah, 2011 was a long time ago. At least it has happened in my lifetime. And they've been farther than any Leafs team in my lifetime has been multiple times. So that's great. Take your Stanley Cups from 1940 whatever and have fun with them. I don't care. I'm so sick of the historical championships argument. I hate it.
That's one of my least favorite arguments. I think that you should celebrate all the championships that you have, but if you're going to talk shit to another team about a championship that you have, it needs to be within the last 5 years.
My thing is, if you were not alive from them, you don't get to claim them. I was alive for all of the Pats ones. I can claim them. I have not been alive for all of the Celtics ones. So while it is fun to have that little back and forth with the Lakers about, oh, who gets to 18 first, I can't sit here and say, oh, Celtics have 17 rings, blah, 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 because I was only alive for one of them. Like, I can take that one. I can take 08 and talk my shit about that one. But the rest, if I wasn't here for it, I am not allowed to claim it. I watched the highlights of them on YouTube. Congratulations. Cool.
But you know what? You know what? At least you can do that because you know who can't? The Yankees. The Yankees.
Like, okay, 2009. A long time ago.
The Yankees. Like, oh, yeah.
We need to start a real dialogue about them, though.
The Yankees?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm open to any dialogue that's about them in any kind of way. So if we want to talk about them, we'll keep it short and sweet.
Let's just chit-chat about the Yankees real quick.
Well, my team's also shitty, but that's fine because my team's not paying millions and billions of dollars to make them be really good.
Precisely. And I understand they're dealing with a lot of injury right now.
Next man up. That always doesn't work, but
I have a thought about who is injured and the nature of their injuries. And I'm not saying I know anything. This is not, I'm just posing a question. All of these guys are dealing with like muscle strains and stuff, like frequent muscle strains. And that is historically, notably, a side effect of roids.
Now I'm for it.
I'm all for bringing roids back to baseball. I have no problem with that.
Your choice.
I have no problem with that. I think actually steroids are better for baseball. But until they are legalized, whatever. You can't. But like Giancarlo Stanton always has a little muscle issue here and there. You're telling me he's not on the juice?
I mean, I've seen the pics of him, so
like,
I mean, I don't know.
And he's a Yankee. Like the Yankees have notably had people, roided up and whatnot. I'm just posing a question here. Like, who's to say we're not doing it again? We're not getting
they are, maybe people on my team should reach out to them because we can't hit a ball in the infield. So maybe we should call up Aaron Judge and see what's available.
Let's just bring him back. What's the worst? What's the worst that can happen, realistically?
If you want to do that to yourself and you know what it will cause, sure. When people drink alcohol, people smoke cigarettes. You know the side effects. You do it anyways.
I mean, you watch like the summer of like the Bash Brothers and stuff, and Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire chasing the home run title and whatever. Like that's fun.
I would love to watch a home run.
I would
we have
love
19. That. We have 19 home
I know.
runs.
I saw the comment.
Oh my God, I can't do it. And guess what? James Karinchak did walked a fucking another one. Oh, now we're doing a pitching meeting. Fuck you, James Karinchak.
Okay, every time I look up at the TV, the Celtics are chipping away at this Sixers lead. So
at least we have that going.
Maybe it's time to wrap this up shortly. So
okay, before we go, I have 3 little fun questions for us in the group.
Yes, let's do these.
It'll be Bree. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to make you do this.
That's okay.
But okay, I have 2 things for you that are ranking. I'm gonna give you 5 random quarterbacks. Okay.
Okay.
And you are gonna have to put them in order 1 through 5, but you're not gonna know who's next.
Got it.
Okay. Are you ready for the first one?
I'm ready.
First one I have for you is Aaron Rodgers.
2.
Okay. Next, Jalen Hurts.
3.
Oh, okay. This is going to go better than I thought. Dak Prescott.
5. 4.
Wow. I think this is going to go really good. Wow. Kirk Cousins.
5. Wow. I'm really glad I went with that.
And we're going to wrap it on up with Josh Allen, the single man of the night. Easy.
Number 1. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Now I have 5 random teams.
Okay. Same thing.
All NFC.
Oh, God. Okay.
So I just put that in perspective. 5 random teams, all NFC. Start off with the Bucks. Yeah. I'm starting real low.
I'm going to put them at 5. They're not going to be very good.
Bucks at 5. Next, I have the Cardinals.
4.
Okay. Now, we have the Packers.
3.
Lions.
Do I want to do it?
I don't know. Do you?
Oh, I kind of want to put them at 1.
I mean, it's your choice. Your list, your choice.
Yeah, I kind of want to put them at 1.
And that's a great choice because I'm going to give you the New Orleans Saints.
Oh, perfect.
Wow, what a list.
Wow, look at me.
That was good.
Oh,
yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, I'm very happy with how both of those lists played out.
Yeah, that was great.
Good stuff.
Next, I have the last thing. This is all I have left.
Okay.
For all of us. Would you rather be the best running back in the NFL or the best 6-man in the NBA? And I think this is an easy answer.
Oh my God, it should be.
It's going to be the NBA.
Yeah. Running back, you have 5 good years.
And you have no knees left.
And then you have that one contract. Good luck getting the second one. Good luck staying healthy for a second one. Like, running back is the most expendable position in sports, I think.
6-man seems like a fun job. You get paid a lot of money. A lot of money.
Yeah. Longer absolutely.
Career,
6-man,
more money.
1,000%.
Easiest one there is.
Yep. I wouldn't want to be a running back
ever
any day of the week.
No. Ever.
I'm all set with that. Give me 6-man money, and I'd be happy.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, and then exactly, you get the starting role when a key guy goes down, so like you don't have to waste your legs all the time. Vital bench guy.
You still get the notoriety.
Exactly, like Malcolm Brogdon, perfect example. 6-man of the year winner this year. He is the definition of what my dream scenario as an NBA 6-man would be.
My dream scenario NBA 6-man would be Jordan Clarkson. You look great.
Sure.
You get a hot girlfriend.
And
do whatever you want.
The expectations aren't as high.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're expected to be help off the bench. You're expected to score, I don't know, maybe like 10, 15 per. whatever. A little less, a little more is fine. But you're resting up your legs. You don't have the expectations of a starter where you need to be doing the absolute most night in and night out. And you get a cool little individual award too. Like an award just for you, just for guys like you. So it whittles down the pool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 6-man, 1,000%.
Easy decision.
Yep. Easy. Running back, absolutely not. And that's that. That's our week of, what is it, May 9th.
We got NBA to watch. We got MLB to watch. We got NFL schedules coming out this week. Who knew that you needed a 3-hour special?
Yeah, why are we making this a big thing? Like, we already know the teams that are each team plays against.
I think that the teams feel like it's a chance to be creative, which it is, because I like the videos that they put out. They're very good.
Yeah, but we don't need to do like a whole like TV special for it.
Production for it. Yeah, like we already know.
Seems a little much.
Really quick before we go, you know that you can play Thursday Night Football twice, which I think is kind of messed up.
Yeah. Pretty annoying. Mm-hmm. And not everybody gets primetime this year. So it's going to be interesting to see who gets.
So we're going to see Aaron Rodgers like 8 games.
Yeah, it's going to be real annoying. I'm going to go into like my villain arc this NFL season with the whole.
Yeah. And I think the first game is going to be Chiefs Bengals. Is it Chiefs Bengals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah, because Donna Kelsey was with the scoop.
Donna Kelsey, man. Who would have thought Donna
She's just leaking the info out there.
On Facebook, no less. Like, of course it would be Facebook.
So funny.
Shit. All right, Celtics are down 10, which means it's time for me to
go
and focus. So thank you guys for hanging out. We had some newcomers in here, which was pretty cool to see. We'll be back same time, same place next week. So if you enjoyed your first little show with us, please come back. We'd be happy to have you. And
we'll see you back here next Tuesday.
Sure, there's going to be more nonsense to talk about.